it's Barry. Welcome back to my channel. Today we have 8 covers for Half Letter Discbound and 8 hacks to go along with them. So let's get started. When I first started with Half Letter many years ago, I used the Levenger snap-in covers. If you're not familiar with these, this is what they look like. You basically have 2 pieces and then you attach them to your discs. Now, some versions you'll get some pockets on them, and some versions you'll get a pen loop. I have some printed pages in here that I want to store, but it does seem kind of bulky. So here's what I do. I take the papers that are folded and I make perfect creases. So now look how much thinner that is when I go to put it back in the book. So next up is a Moterm, and this is an A5 cover. And if you're using Half Letter and you want an outside leather or vegan cover, that's what you're looking for, is the A5 size, but not with rings. You've got to get one that's a cover or a desk agenda. So this one is from Moterm, and it has some nice pockets in it. It's a little floppy, so a hack that I have for that is I have 2 sheets of thick, actually laminated cardstock inside this cover and inside this cover to hold it sturdier. Now, one negative thing about this is we cannot use side tabs on this, so top tabs only. To be honest, they didn't make this as a cover for Half Letter. What they did was make this as a cover for a bound book. Next up, I have 2 covers. These are both from cloth and paper, and they're 2 different types of clear covers. So the first one is the newest cover, and it's a very thick. You have to make sure that you remove the backing on the front and the back of it that protects it. Here's a hack that I can show you in this one. This is a notebook that I'm starting to get set up. You will see a video on this once I'm done with it. And I am checking out whether these are the actual labels that I want for my dividers. So I just use a page flag and write on it, and then I can move the page flags around to different positions until I see how well it works for me when I'm using the book before I commit to the labels. This is a clear cover that Cloth and Paper has had for a while, and I like these. They're not as rigid, more flexible. So a hack for what I do in a situation like this is I use a vinyl that I attach to the front of it. I have them made. They're very inexpensive to get. And then I'm also using a table of contents that was a printable, that was editable, so I could put what I wanted in there. And then I have 2 sheets of marble vellum, and I like the way that looked as a cover, and then I put it on the back also. This one is a vegan black Croco from Poy and Hun, and it's just a very easy, compact one. One thing you'll notice with all my planners is that I use 3/4 inch discs. Almost all the time I'm using the Levenger silver ones. I do sometimes use clear. A hack that I have for this one is when you're in a black planner, use white labels, and it could be with a label maker or buying the CEO dividers from Cloth and Paper. Those white labels show up really well in a black planner. This is Agilio A5 Appunto. An appunto is a cover so that your planner slides in and out, and you can also use a bound book there. One hack that I have here, just using the little envelope that comes with your receipt from Louis Vuitton in there to house some stickers. Another little hack in here is if you have things that are sliding around in the pockets, if you layer them so that there's multiple things there, they won't move around as much when you open and close. This is a custom VDS that I had made. And what I did is I looked at exactly what I wanted and measured it out endlessly to be sure, because these are not inexpensive, and you wait anywhere from 12 to 16 weeks to get it, but it's totally handmade to your specifications. So what I did here is I made it wide enough to be able to use side tabs. I love the pocket configuration and how many pockets that I have. I love the leather. I love everything about this planner, and you can change everything from, you know, how chunky this strap is, your pen loop position. I chose to get this one without a pen loop. So a hack for here is I am using cloth and paper circle flags with white labels, and you could make these on a label maker, or what I do is I actually get custom labels made. I have been using these page flags since they came out the very first time, and they are really great. And you can move it around to where your different, you know, sections are to see how it's working for you. Nothing has happened to them, and I've been using it for quite a while, and it's a work planner. It gets a fair amount of use, but nothing has happened to them. And last but not least, this is my favorite planner cover, and it is a Louis Vuitton desk agenda in damier graphite, which is the black and the gray pattern. It's canvas, it's lightweight. This year I have this set up so that this is all my finance stuff, and it has been working wonderfully. A little hack I have is I use the page flags to mark specific pages that I want to get to. So you'll see here I have 2 page flags. This is in my income section, that divider, and I'm marking it for 2020 and 2021. And then this page flag is a page that I'm constantly going to, and I actually put a sticker on there and then trimmed it to the sticker so that it would really stand out. So hopefully you've seen some tips and hacks and some covers that maybe are of interest to you. I have everything set up by chapters below so you can get to the planner that you want to review it. And I'm hoping that this was helpful to you today. If so, I'd love a thumbs up, and please subscribe if you haven't already. See you next time around.